Welcome back to Timurs Tactics. Today we're diving into three of the most dangerous and explosive lines in the entire King's Gambit. And we begin with one of the most violent ideas ever played, the Quaade Gambit. The King's Gambit accepted starts with e4, e5, f4. After white plays f4, black has two choices. If black captures the pawn, we enter the King's Gambit accepted. If black refuses and keeps the center solid, that's the King's Gambit declined. In this video, we'll break down both. But let's start with the accepted. White follows up with rapid development. The knights jump into the center, and there's a reason for that. In the King's Gambit accepted, you must always watch for black's queen coming to h4 with check. Central knights help defend against that attack. Black pushes the pawn to g5. A very common move in these lines. So what should white do next? Often the ideas are either pushing the h-pawn or developing the other knight to c3. Knight to c3. And this move officially brings us into the Quaade Gambit, which is the first of the three King's Gambit topics we're covering today. But here comes the danger. Black can push again and hit the knight with g4. At this moment, the game starts to explode. Black is actually doing well here because if that knight is forced to move, the queen check on the h-file is coming. White's knight escapes to e5, but this is not an escape at all. Both knights are actually closing in on the black king, tightening the net with every move. And now black strikes. Queen to h4, check. This is a very real attack from black, a forcing move with tempo. So far, black looks like they're controlling the game. White plays pawn to g3. It blocks the check. But hold on. You might be thinking, how can this work? Both the f-pawn and the queen are attacking that poor g-pawn. And you're right. The f-pawn captures the g-pawn. Here, black is probably ecstatic, completely convinced they're winning. If you offered a draw right now, black would laugh at you. Because with that g-pawn ready to push to g2, a discovered attack coming, and even the idea of promoting to a new queen, what a total mess for white. But watch this. White calmly plays queen, takes the g4 pawn, and guess what? The gambit is still on. White's attack is far from over. In fact, it's just beginning. White's queen is protected by the knight, and black's own queen is actually hanging. But black doesn't care. Black is focused on one thing, pushing the pawn with check, capturing on h1, and promoting to a queen, even if it costs white's rook. From black's perspective, this looks like more material, and in the short term, they probably think they're completely right. And here it is, pawn to g2, check, a brutal fork on the rook and the bishop. Black is thinking, perfect, I'll take the rook, promote to a queen, and I'm completely safe. From black's point of view, rook takes the promoted queen even looks safer than dealing with the hanging queen on g4. White takes the queen. Black captures the rook and promotes to a new queen. From black's perspective, everything still looks great. They've won material, they've promoted, and the position appears completely under control. But here's the twist. That new black queen looks safe, yet it actually has almost no squares to move to. It's stuck in the corner. And this is where understanding the gambit becomes everything. White doesn't hesitate. White continues with the gambit and plays. Knight to d5. Look at this line. White's knight is now threatening a fork on the king and the rook. Black definitely sees the danger and plays the expected defensive move. Knight to a6. It looks logical. But this move also walks straight into white's attacking plan. White plays pawn to d4. At first glance, it looks like a simple developing move, but it has a much deeper purpose. This move opens the diagonal for white's light square bishop, activating a piece that will soon play a critical role in the attack. All right, now pause for a moment and imagine you're playing the black pieces. What would you play here? It looks like a queen and knight attack might be brewing against white. And a very common idea in these King's Gambit positions is to attack the white queen with a developing move, usually bringing out the bishop supported by the knight. Black plays bishop to e7, kicking the queen. Or at least that's what black thinks is happening. But this is the nature of the king's gambit. Positions become wild, messy, and full of unexpected tactical resources. Many moves that look natural turn out to be mistakes once the attack starts rolling. Now think about this position from white's point of view. If you're going to capture that bishop, the obvious move seems to be capturing it with the knight, right? It looks like a no-brainer, but wait. White does something absolutely shocking. Instead of capturing with the knight, white captures the bishop with the queen. What? Is this still part of the gambit, or is this just a massive blunder? Because right now it looks like the knight can simply capture the queen. Knight captures the queen. And it looks like white has completely lost their mind. But now look at white's two knight positions. This is exactly where the Quaade Gambit becomes pure chaos. Knight to f6, check. A stunning move. The attack is not only alive, it's getting stronger. The king now has two options. It can go to d8, or it can run to f8. But if the king steps on to d8, watch out, because knight to f7 is coming, and that is checkmate on the spot. So black avoids disaster and plays what looks like the safer move, king to f8. Black thinks the danger is over, but this is exactly what white wants. But after the king steps to f8, look closely at the attack lines. Everything is aimed directly at the king. Both knights seal the escape squares, and the bishop is ready for the final strike. And here it comes. Bishop to h6, checkmate. The king has no escape. The knights lock down every square, the bishop delivers the fatal blow, and that freshly promoted black queen in the corner is completely helpless. This is the Quaade Gambit, wild, violent, and absolutely deadly. If you want more chaos, check the other King's Gambit lines on the channel. We're breaking down the decline trap and another accepted line next. And don't forget to subscribe to Timurs Tactics for more insane attacks.